Wanderlust. A strong desire or urge to wander or travel and explore the world. I do not claim to be, nor have I ever claimed to be, a wilderness, survival, hunting, or firearms teacher or instructor. The actions portrayed in my videos are meant for entertainment purposes only and should not be used for any educational purposes. If you seek further wilderness, survival, hunting, or firearm education, find a school near you and join a class. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. We're out here on the trap line again this morning. It's been a couple days since I've put together a video, but been coming out here checking every day, remaking. Got a coon the other day that you seen, and so it looks like we got another guy this morning sitting right down there. When I first walked up, I thought he might have been a little smaller, but he may actually be okay to harvest. Now that's a little guy. We'll just go ahead and let him go because he's so little. I don't want to keep anything that little. What's up, little guy? Looks like he's got both hands in the cookie jar. He was down in there playing with them good. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and we'll get him in the catch pole, and we'll get him turned loose, and then we'll just remake the set. But I brought some other traps with me today to change out these long springs with. It doesn't look like, no, they didn't get tripped off today, but I'm gonna go ahead and set them or trip them off, and then take the spikes out, put my other traps down that I've got in their place, and then go ahead and I bought some new traps that need to be bulled, dyed, and waxed. And so I'm gonna go ahead and throw these long springs in with a bull and then wax them and see if maybe that is what is causing my traps not to fire, hopefully. But anyways, stay tuned. I'm gonna get this guy out of this trap and we'll let him on his way. There he goes. So as you see there, he had both hands down in that trap. He was caught pretty good, but used the catch pole and let him, as soon as I let him off of his neck there with the catch pole, he was gone, and he wasn't stumbling around or nothing. He was just gone. So that goes to show you that don't really hurt him all that bad. I'm actually surprised, since I've already caught 2 coons here, that this trap circle isn't a lot worse than what it is. So we're just gonna keep setting this dog proof here. I'm gonna remake it, and I'm gonna fill it more with some more corn official dog food, and then we'll move over to those other traps, dig them up and swap them out with some fresh waxed ones, and see where we can go from there. Stay tuned. Okay, got the dog proof remade, and then we came over here and I dug this double long spring up. I was having issues with it. I think it needs to be bowled and waxed. It was right over there. I got to fill that hole back in. And then we came over here and I put a Duke 1.5 coil spring trap in the ground right here. Kind of blended it in a little bit, and then I put in the crack of this tree here, I put hammered in a can of sardines. I opened it up about halfway and I made sure to pick the sardines in oil. So I let the oil drip all down the tree here, and gets it smelling a lot like fish in the area, so I don't have to use any more of my fish oil. And I actually caught like 2 or 3 raccoons on back-to-back days off of this exact set right here last year. I was kind of holding off on doing this, but with these long spring traps not doing what they're supposed to do, and then with it being a little later in the season already, I just want to go ahead and get some fur in the trap. So went ahead and done this one, and now I've got one more to change out down there. You can probably see it on the side of the tree. That's an empty tuna can. I also had something dig me out down there. That trap is a single long spring instead of a double. So we'll get down there, we'll remake that set, and then that'll be 3 raccoon sets right here again in this area. I'm considering putting in some more traps. I brought a few extra today, but I also want to save some of them to put on my other trap line. So the way it sits right now, I've got 3, 5, I've got 6 traps out on this line, and then I've got 3 raccoon traps, and then across the ridge over there I've got 2, so I've got 5 traps out on this line. I've got 3 raccoons right here, and then I've got 2 predator on the other side of the ridge. And then my trap north, or my line north of here, I've got 2 predator sets out and 1 raccoon dog proof on the creek. They're having a lot of problems with coyotes up there, dragging off guineas and chickens and everything else from people's farms. So I've got that was the main thing up there, was to trap the coyotes and the fox out. So I've got 2 more predator traps that I've bought that I've got a bull dye and wax, and I'm gonna probably go ahead and get that knocked out today. And then I'll take those up there and I'll have 4 predator sets out, and I've got 2 more traps that I'm wanting to do pocket sets in on the creek up there for raccoon. So anyways, I'm rambling at this point. I'm gonna get this other trap bed, this other long spring dug up, and then I'm gonna bed a regular coil spring in it. We'll get the old tuna can off there. We'll trade it out with some fresh stuff, and we'll head over to the canine traps. You guys hang out. See, I hadn't even walked all the way down here yet, so I didn't even know that this one was set off. But it looks like something for sure got into it, set it off. Looks like they ate the rest of my bait there. So, as I was saying, that's like the 2nd or 3rd miss I've had with these things already this season, not counting the ones I had last season. And they were fresh, dyed and waxed when I put them in the ground last season. So I'm not really sure what the deal is, but it's kind of a shame because I really like those long spring traps. They're more of an older vintage style trap, and that's kind of, I wanted to get some good luck out of them, but Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this sucker up out of the ground, and we'll get one of these regular foothold traps buried, and get that bait container swapped out for a fresh one, and we'll call this set good. Stay tuned, guys. So we got that long spring changed out with a coil spring. Got the empty can of tuna that we had changed out with a fresh can. Let the oil from the can drip down the tree. This was a productive set too last year. I fixed it so they can't come in between the trees, and they got to kind of come around this way. So either way, if they come around the tree this way or if they come around the tree this way, they've got to step on my pan to get into that tuna right there. So hopefully the next day or two we'll get some more fur that's usable. It's not young. That's the problem. It's kind of the similar problem I was having last year too, is a lot of the coons up in this area are pretty young. There's a couple nice size ones I've seen on my camera, so I for sure want to try to trap them. I have no use for the little ones. They're not that bad of a nuisance right here that I want to get rid of them without them being a little bigger with a considerable size fur to use. So I'm gonna let them go every time I catch them. Yeah, I wish there was some more places I could throw some traps in right here, but I'm gonna give it some time and keep looking for more trap bed placements. Again, I got that second line running, so let's go over and check the canine sets and see how they produced this morning. Probably nothing. We've got a storm blowing in, so it's supposed to let in raining pretty hard tonight, and I think for the next 2 days. So if there ain't nothing in those traps today, it's highly unlikely that there's going to be anything in them over the next few days. Doesn't mean it won't happen, so I'll still go out and check everything like I'm supposed to. But especially after the rain comes, I'll have to bring some dry dirt, rebed those traps, bait it and lure it and all that good stuff. So let's go over and give them a check. All right, over here checking these canine sets, and same story. Empty. That one down there is empty. I'm not sure what the deal is. Seems like I've had them on camera regularly right here in this area, and we've had them, you can hear them yell, let in singing some nights, and it'll make the hair on your neck stand up. They're so close. And I'm also not having that good of luck, well actually no luck, on my canine sets up on my second line. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I caught four or five nice pretty dogs out of these same sets right here. And I actually had a couple more sets over here on the other side beside my raccoon sets last year, and I haven't put those in yet because the traps that I were going to use down there I ended up using on my second line. I'm pretty sure that a lot of it has to do with location. So I would really like to be on a field with like a road, an access road where you know they're going to travel. And I have permission to trap on some fields, but it's even further away than my second trap line. So that's one of those deals where I may have to pack up a backpack or something, or a hiking pack, and spend a couple days camping see how many I can pick up over a 4 or 5 day period. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today's check. I'll get back with you guys on the next one.